How's that picture? Look okay? Hi, good evening, everybody. It's almost 7:30, so we'll get started here in a few minutes. I've got a fan. You're gonna have to mute that. The fan on my laptop's acting up a little bit tonight, so sorry if there's some background noise. 7:29. We'll give everyone about 3 minutes. Get started here at about 7:32. Thanks for coming out. I'm really glad to have everyone here. You can't be hanging out on live camera like that.
Okay.
Yeah. I can mute it if you need to say something. It was definitely a little weird.
It is super weird, yeah.
We got Meg's computer up over here, and it's about 10 seconds behind. It's very strange. And, it's just, there's nothing on this computer.
I feel like I'm practicing for a speech at a wedding or something.
Yeah. Oh, we got 2 minutes. I was getting ahead of myself.
My parents just said that they're watching a movie instead of our trivia tonight.
Cool.
So we're really glad you're here.
Yes. Thank you again, everybody, for coming out. To all of you who have carved out this precious time from your busy schedules, we appreciate that you are here. I think we're going to get started here. If anyone needs to catch up, it's a live stream video. You can move back in the video to catch the questions. We have a little one. We know many of you do as well, so we'll try to keep this moving. Try to have about a minute to talk with your teams between questions. And of course, a little bit of time at the end of each round to finalize your list before you submit them. Tonight's theme, The Great Escape. Lots of rounds based on that. So here you go. Great Escapes. There's more information on this later. We'll bring that up at the end of round 1 again, but we'll get started here. In this round, teams will answer questions about famous escapists, elusive con artists, and high-profile heists. 10 questions for 1 point each. Harry Houdini is known best for his 2 signature acts, along with other acts titled Buried Alive, Overboard Box Escape, and Suspended Straitjacket Escape. Name one of Houdini's 2 most famous escape acts. This time. 0. Back for us here. Just left to sneeze. All right, for the record, I know that illusionist is spelled wrong. That's a pun and hilarious. So you're welcome. Question number 2. Dorothy Dietrich, often called the female Houdini, is the first and only woman to have performed which classic and dangerous magic trick? Your answer does need to be specific. Check.
All right, question 3.
In 2004, this magician spent 24 hours shackled and suspended in a water tank in New York City. At the end of the 24 hours, the oxygen tube was removed, a black curtain was dropped over the tank, and the magician escaped. Who was this magician? The goal is do that. Controls a point. Points for pairs. 15s. Things that have 15. We'll hold up that. Question 4. Named for the European city in which it took place, this 2003 diamond heist is known as the heist of the century. Where did this heist happen? It's not. It's quite an old game. There are 2
15 years.
rules.
How many years?
Use many as you want.
25 seconds.
Then 3. But cards can serve to be part of multiple scoring. So you can have like a 4 with a pair. You can have like 3, 4, 5. It's a lot also. You should count all the cards in your hand together. And things can be moved and paired. Question 5. The Dunbar armored robbery is the largest cash heist in U.S. history, netting an estimated $18.9 million in Los Angeles, California. In which year did this happen? We will accept plus or minus 2 years on the actual year. So there's 2 phases to each round. We're going to know the first phase from now. It's the corner. So those are 6. 6, so you'd like to do a normal. We'll just hold them open for now. So, yeah. So when I see this, what I see the shot of hair. Great. Because most cards in the deck are tens. That's in tens too. What's going to happen in this first round is you're going to pick 4 to keep. And you're going to put 2 of your cards into what's called the crib. And whoever deals gets the crib as their points for that hand. So I count 4 cards that I choose. As well. Question number 6. Carl Gagosian, pronounced maybe correctly, known as the Friday Night Bank Robber, is one of the most prolific bank robbers in U.S. history. He is credited with stealing more than $2 million over a period of 30 years. About how many individual robberies did he carry out? So we each keep a handful. We put 2 in the crib. And the dealer of that hand gets the crib. But the crib's a big crapshoot. Because I got the 2. I don't know what you're doing.
So you can make anything you can make out of this to give us your points, or like whatever the total of the cards is.
Any like pairs of 2s run for the crib. But then the next hand you'll deal and you'll the crib. And it just runs alternate stuff. Okay. So what I see in this hand is I see lots of 15s. Right? I see 5s. 5s are great. Generally, you don't want to give away a 5 because it's lots of time shot. So this is a fairly easy decision for me. 15, 15, 15, 15. Okay. So it gives us a crib. Ooh, hey, nice hand. What I see there. And 9 and 3. That's 9 and 6. So it's 9 and 2. Question number 7. In 1925, Victor Lustig posed as a government official and successfully sold this iconic European monument. He was reported to the police when he returned 1 month later to try the scam again, but he still managed to escape. What monument did Lustig sell? Okay, it's the top one.
So you get rid of 6.
I would get rid of the 10s.
Oh, dear, 2.
Yeah, because this should go 15, 15, which I think is the best 4 card hand.
So like 3 different things.
Right.
So I get 3 points from this.
15s are worth 2 points. Everything's worth 2 points. And then a run is worth however many cards in here. So this would get you 15 2, 15 4, and then a pair of 6.
Everything's with 2. Okay.
So drop those. Question 8. This 1960s conman and imposter eluded authorities for years, even escaping twice from police custody. He later became an anti-fraud consultant and is the subject of the 2002 film Catch Me If You Can. What is this man's name? So you face one of the hand.
Okay.
And then 2, 4, 6. Yeah, three. Wow, take the crown. You're welcome. So sweet. Both stars. Let's say 2 points. That's all.
So you get 12.
I get total
And
12
you get
points.
half of that.
So yeah, you count. I count. The 10. You count. No, non-dealer counts first. So you count one, so I'll count my 2. This next hand. What if he shuffles? Let me pause. Uh-oh. I don't know.
I'm going to go live and it's okay.
Checking to see if we're still on.
It's good.
Okay. Okay, we're still on. Good news, everybody. I think that was just right. Yes. So question 9. Bonnie and Clyde are among the 2 most notorious and elusive criminals in U.S. history. What were their full names? Just first and last name, and it's just 1 point for the question. Both names correct. We're ignoring the first choice for now. We'll do a couple of this one. It's a counting phase where we put one card down, one after the other, and maybe one more card. And one more open.
Yeah.
Should this be like down? Just like a little bit. We'll check it in 10 seconds. All right, question 10. In 1962, Frank Morris, John Anglin, and Clarence Anglin escaped from which maximum security facility? That's good. I count first. It's your deal. Because then you're going to get the 2 in a row. So my hand's pretty crap. I have 4 points. 15. I'm okay.
I have also 15.
It's off hand.
3, 4, 4. And then I see.
Holy God.
Oh.
That was 2, 3, 4.
So I get 4 from here.
You get 4 points.
So I have 8. Teach me the next part because I don't like that.
Okay. So I'm sorry.
All right. First out.
Yep. All right, just once. Hold on. Wait. Yeah, that's it. Okay. This brings us to the end of round 1. 10 questions, 1 point apiece. Go ahead and finalize your answer sheets with your team. Send those to us. I will leave this screen up. These are our friends at the bucket list. This is these are the people for whom we're doing this. Just really, they're behind our picture right now. Really wonderful people. Really, really great escape for everyone. So any money that gets sent to my PayPal this evening, I will transfer to them. Or if you have an Ecuadorian bank account, you can transfer directly. Go ahead and finalize your sheets. send those in, and we will be back as soon as we have things scored and tallied. Do we have sound now? I had the microphone muted. My apologies, everybody. Oh, yeah, blowing up. People can't hear me. Okay, so here we are. You guys can see and read, but here's our scoreboard after round one. We will pull up answers in just a moment. Answers for round one. For the first question, really accepted anything with underwater. That's what the Chinese water torture cell is. Looking for catching a bullet specifically in the mouth for Dorothy Dietrich. Chris Angel. For number 3, 4 is Antwerp, Belgium. 5 is 1997, give or take 2 years. 6 is about 50 robberies. 7, the Eiffel Tower. 8, Frank Abagnale. Again, pronunciation. Bunny Parker, Clyde Barrow, and question 10, Alcatraz. Federal Penitentiary. If you didn't have Federal Penitentiary, we did not give it to you. That's a joke. Not a very good one. If you have any complaints or think that we made a mistake in your score, please be in touch.
But we didn't.
Round 2.
Round 2, rated escapes. This is the photo round. In this round, there will be photos of movie posters without the titles on it, and there'll be 10 questions, 1 point each with 1 bonus question. You ready?
We're ready.
So these are all people who have escaped on a vacation or maybe want to escape from a vacation. The bonus question, just so you're thinking about it, 4 of the movies in this round take place in the same country. What is that country? And it is not America. Question number 1. What is the title of this movie? I'm going to learn some cribbage while we wait. We're not doing a magic trick. We were asked if we were doing a magic trick with the cards. Sorry.
That would be.
That'd be way cooler.
Yeah. So the first phase is we. The first phase is we lay cards down and count to 31.
All right, question number 2. What is the title of this movie?
So I count to 31. I don't know why. Face value of the card. So we still have to choose 4. And then those 4 cards. We count to 31. And along the way, you get to count points that you make. You get to count in points. It's like you make a pair, you make a 15, you make a 1. I weigh 4, you weigh 4. You get 2 points. So I weigh 31. We can make some trades.
All right. Question 3. What is the title of this movie? I don't know what comments to make about these movies that don't like give anything away, so this was a good one. Lots of people like it. Wait, what is it?
So, the first face is counting. One.
13. Is there a strategy to this? What happens in 231? We get something.
That person gets.
Oh, it didn't start the clock.
If you get close to 31, you get a point. If you get exactly 31,
Both of us?
you get 2 points. Whoever gets closest, we can't go over.
To the last person.
To the slide top. Yeah.
All right, I think it's been about a minute. Forgot to start the timer on that one. Sorry. Question 4. What is the title of this movie?
Wait. Yeah. 24. That's me.
Oh, I didn't know that.
This is a long way. But I can, you know. 5. So I would say no. I get everything. You get a point. I would let my card 6. You know, so I get a point because I'm closest to 31.
Why did you say that?
Just because like you can't come pass. You can say pass. Because I couldn't get to 26. So I couldn't play anything without going over. Just so 31 number over. So I don't have any moves. So like you win that round and you get a point.
Turns out there's another phase to cribbage, and it's it's a little trickier. Question 5. I really like this movie. It's a great one. What is the title of this movie?
Now we can.
So you got one and I got
Yes. Because you got first
one.
round. Yeah, this one is round 1. So you got first round. Because I don't have any play. So then as soon as we get as close to 31 as we can, if you can play, you have to. As soon as we get close to 31 as we can, then whoever's got cuts left, they start up another one. Because of that 6. And so I won that round because I knew it. So that's one of
We're just making things up.
And benefit.
I'm gonna have to get some information on cribbage rules after this. I feel like he's just making things up to see my reaction on the live internet.
Okay.
This is ridiculous. Question 6. What is the title of this movie? 3 points.
Yeah.
I forgot to start it again.
Don't start it now. It's got to be a minute.
It's been a minute.
5 minutes.
All right. I'm told it's probably been a minute. So, question 7. Somebody that was talking to me recently was just talking about this movie. I think it was my father-in-law. And I think we did not know the title of the movie then, so I hope you've looked it up and you know it now. What is the title of this movie?
Should we do this too?
Okay. I forgot the time.
Which is okay. Which is actually good. It's for others. Really. Yeah. Thank you, Emily. Yep, it's okay.
Okay. All right. Question number 8. What is the title of this movie with those foxy caricatures on the movie poster? Wait, come on. How many pegs am I gonna cook with?
60. And you go around twice. I think that's fast. It's usually like 15 to 20 seconds. That's a short episode of TV. Also, it's probably
All right. Just being judged hard over here because 15, 20 minutes is a long card game, but apparently we spend more time than that watching TV shows, so. Question 9, oldie but a goodie. What's the title of this movie? I hope you guys are also like reading the little captions underneath. I don't know that they'll help you at all with the movies, but they're pretty fun. So now I know how to play.
Now you're an expert.
Alright. Let's learn your card trick.
I mean, I have some.
Yeah?
Not quick. I can.
Where's my internet?
I can tell you the. I'm pulling a card from the deck and tell you what it is. We just need the 10-second delay to think about it long and hard. Pick a card, any card. Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Just gonna think about it long and hard.
I'm thinking.
I think it's probably a color.
I'm thinking it's a red color.
I could narrow it down to 2 colors.
I think that the card is red.
We tried Haley to do this the other day.
Yeah. I think that it is red with.
Looks like the 8 of diamonds.
Maybe.
Try.
Question
10.
Oh, we're right. Okay. So, question 10. There's our card trick, Patrick. Question 10. What is the title of this movie? Fun fact, I painted kind of this movie poster on a little canvas when I was pregnant, and it hung up in Haley's room. That will not help you at all with this, but fun fact.
Hello. Hey. Yes. Oh, okay. I'll update that right away. Thank you.
What's
Thing with the thank you, Lee. There's been something with the submission forms. I'm gonna update those right now, so you should be able to enter text rather than just numbers. Let me, while I'm at it, we'll do this, and we'll do this, and we'll do this. Round 2, rated escapes. Go ahead and submit your answers, please. and I will fix the forms right now. We Exhale still talking. Well, I know now I need to. Hey everybody, real quick, I think we've got waiting for a few teams still. Sorry about the numbers only setting on some of the questions. That's been fixed. If you're still running into that, try refreshing, and please let me know if you're still running into that issue. Vecinos. You got.
We just got yours.
Oh, we just got it. Just kidding. We'll count it. Goodbye. Can I do that?
Can you do what? No.
If anyone is an old fan of SNL, is a good skit with Jimmy Fallon and Horatio Sands, where they're radio hosts. Where they come back on the air and they go, we're back. So we're back, everybody. These are the scores thus far. Strong round, all round. Lone Stars, we gave you the bonus. Sorry about that. You guys are correct. We didn't show the bonus question after question 10. But yeah, we gave you that point there. So you guys are standing. Just want to leave it up for a moment. Give everyone a chance to read it, take it in, soak in the glory.
It was a really strong round. Patrick had a really hard first round, so I wanted to make something a little bit more, boost the morale.
Thanks. I need the scores.
Death in the Afternoon with a perfect round plus bonus question. Good work, guys.
Well played. Go back to here. Oh yeah, there's the bonus question.
So we did say this at the beginning. Most people got the bonus question. 4 of the movies in the round take place in the same country. What is that country? Was the bonus question. And here are the answers. The first movie, Eat, Pray, Love, with Julia Roberts. The second movie, Forgetting Sarah Marshall. The third movie, The Holiday. The fourth was The Hangover Part 2, or The Hangover 2. Number 5, Into the Wild. Number 6, The Beach. Number 7, The Impossible. Number 8, National Lampoon's Vacation. Number 9, Broke Down Palace. Number 10, Up. And do we have something for the bonus or no?
No, that's
so the bonus was what country do 4 of the movies take place in, and that is Thailand. So most of you got that. The movies were, let's see, The Beach, The Impossible, Broke Down Palace, and The Hangover 2 took place in Thailand. So those are the 4 movies that took place in Thailand. And I think we are ready for the next round.
Ready for the next round. Here we go.
Round 3, Great Mistakes. In this round, teams will answer questions about blunders that unintentionally led to something great. 10 questions, 1 point each, and 1 bonus question. I didn't know that.
Bonus question is with question 3. Just it'll say 1.
Okay. Question 1. During World War II, the U.S. government was trying to make a silicone-based substitute for rubber. Instead, this popular toy was invented. What is the toy?
Yeah. What's your mug?
All right. Question number 2. These are long questions. Okay. My last round was easy to read because it was just what's that movie? I've got a harder round to get through this time. All right, question 2. Sticky notes were created when a 3M researcher tried to create an ultra-strong adhesive, but instead created a sticky substance that could be easily removed. How was this substance first used that ultimately led to the production of sticky notes? Go ahead and read through that one again if you need to, because I think I would need to.
Well,
Show off my holiday mug.
Alaska. Not where we're at.
So these are designated mugs. While we're here in our quarantine house, we are on day.
Almost 14.
Tomorrow's day 13 of our 14-day quarantine, and we have designated mugs that we now cannot touch because our daughter yells at us if we are touching the other person's mug. Okay, question 3. In 1928, a researcher at St. Mary's Hospital in London left bacteria samples open while on vacation. He returned to find mold growing in some of the samples, which led to which massive medical breakthrough? Bonus question for the round is with this question, and the bonus question is, what is the name of the researcher? Give you a little extra time here since there's a bonus.
That awkward wording, that's on me. I want to make that clear.
Batman.
Yeah. Play a couple hits. Practice. Relevant. Just that. That's the answer.
All right, question number 4. Another toy that everyone loves was invented by a naval engineer who was trying to create equipment to gauge the power output of heavy machinery. What toy did he inadvertently invent?
We draft our first deal.
Oh, well, that wasn't clear.
Okay.
You just drew an A, so you go first.
No, I wasn't.
No, it's
I want to
fine.
make sure. Oh, it's out there. That's not like it's off the bridge.
All right. Question 5. As an 11-year-old boy, Frank Epperson left a sugary drink outside overnight. His drink froze with a stir stick inside, which inspired him many years later to create and sell what popular treat? I wasn't inventing things as an 11-year-old. Just putting that out there.
Yeah, blacked out most of those years. We got real bored.
That sounds a little bit like Haley's bed.
Sorry.
Question 6. In the early 1900s, Thomas Sullivan started sending loose tea samples in small bags. Instead of removing the tea, customers found it easier to brew their tea with the leaves still in bags. Of what material were the first tea bags made? And I think we actually just found some of those in our cupboard here at Great Grandma's house.
They're as old as I am. Do that.
This is hard. Question 7. Kevlar, the fabric used in bulletproof vests, was invented by DuPont chemist Stephanie Kwolek. Her work was meant to create strong and light fibers to be used in one of the company's existing products. What was this product? Okay, I just need to do some math.
Yeah, exactly 57 seconds. Uh,
All right, moving on to question 8. In 1853, potato chips were popularized when a chef tried to exact revenge on a picky customer by slicing potatoes super thin and frying them to a crisp. That sounds like something my daughter would do. In what East Coast state did this happen?
so full disclosure, there's one tiny little thing that needs to happen I forgot to tell you about. Just cut the deck anywhere in the middle. Put that one down and pull this top one. This is an extra card that we both have when we count our hands. The point is that neither of us know what it is. So
You just keep changing the rules. I feel like this is online teaching. It's just like every week is a different expectation.
It's nothing has changed except that now when you count your cards, you have 5 cards to use to count points instead of just 4. Everybody wins. Okay. We count to 31 and then I'm going to pause this. I'm going to get back to the next question.
Question number 9. Alexander Graham Bell found inspiration for sending sound waves through wires when he misread something in another language. This led to the invention of the telephone. What language did he misread? Thank you, Ryan Dunn, for offering to serve as a cribbage helper. I think Patrick just made up another rule. So.
I did not. It's just a cut. A cut.
Feels like online teaching. Different rules every week.
Some of my cards. 19. 31. I got it exactly, so I get 2 points. We do. Well, no, you keep those down. Keep those down. The 2 you played. Because we have to go through all my cards. So now you stay. We're kind of getting to 31. We're all done with our cards. 15. 20. That was the last cards. We get 1 point.
All right. Question number 10, the last question of the round. In 1946, Percy Spencer was testing a new vacuum tube for a radar-related project. He discovered that something in his pocket melted more quickly than he would have expected, leading to his eventual patent for the first microwave. What was in his pocket?
What's in its pockets?
I already did.
Could we take
3, 4.
uh,
Sorry.
3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's good.
Yep. And this is the last question of the round. Remember, the bonus question was attached to number 3. So please talk to your team, submit your answers as soon as you have them. If there are any issues with that, please let us know.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Round 3 has been scored. Here is our scoreboard leaderboard after 3 rounds. We got Death in the Afternoon, Islands in the Sky, tied for the lead, very closely behind Messy Poo, Never Gonna Give You Up, and the Giraffes. Still in the game, Trebex, Rejects, Lone Stars, and the Vecinos. Really good game, really close. I'm excited about this. Lots of room for movement in the standings in round 4 here.
We had some really good answers with the materials that were used and made. Let's see.
Some burlap for tea bags.
Some burlap, some hemp for tea bags. Forgot to give a shout out the other round with Jurassic Park 10. That's been my personal favorite.
For the impossible.
For all of the answers.
Excellent.
All right, we're going to move on to the last round. Good luck, everybody.
Here, before we move on, let's share the answers. Answers for round 3. Again, if you feel like you have been slighted or if we've made a mistake in the scoring, please do reach out, let us know. Silly Putty for question 1. The substance that led to sticky notes was initially used to keep a bookmark in place. And yes, it was for one team answered that it was for like a hymnal book in church. 3 was penicillin. We also accepted antibiotics. The researcher there was Alexander Fleming. 4 is a slinky. 5 is popsicle. 6, the first tea bags were made of silk. 7 was tires. 8 is New York. 9, the language misread by Graham Bell is German. And bar of chocolate was let someone to investigate microwave properties.
So Patrick did this round on his own when creating it, and I think that I got 2 of these questions right. So good job to everyone who did better than me.
And vamos, final round. So round 4, it's going to look a little different. There are 4 questions, and there are 4 points for each question. Theme of the night was the Great Escape. We had great escapes, we had rated escapes, we had great mistakes, and now we have the greatest capes. We will answer high school senior superlatives about well-known superheroes. No bonus, no wager, love me, hate me, that's how it's going to be tonight. How each question works, you'll be given a superlative. And I have an example question coming up in just a moment. You'll be given a superlative. For that superlative, we're looking for the DC hero who wins that award, the Marvel hero who wins that award. And then for one of those, you get to choose. We want the name of the hero and a film actor who has played that hero since the year 2000. So the last 20 years. That's 20 years ago. That doesn't feel good. Here's an example question of what this is going to look like. Because we're teachers. Example question, most likely to be a web designer. This is some wordplay here. Say web designer, that would be for Marvel, Spider-Man, and for DC, character called the Black Spider, part of the Suicide Squad and other groups. So again, we're looking for a DC superhero, a Marvel superhero, and then for just one of these, the name, and then a film actor who has played that person. I like this as an example, but the Black Spider has no movie appearance. The Black Spider is far more obscure than the rest of the round. So if you knew the Black Spider, you're probably in a pretty good place to do well here with this round. Quick note, these are all pretty recent, pretty well known. We're not looking for like really deep or obscure references. If there are multiple heroes who could work, I there's a pretty clear best option for each question. And you know, there's some wordplay. Pay attention to the wording. It's the last round. It's fun. It's a little creative. We're limiting superheroes to 2 DC groups and 2 Marvel groups. Again, reasonably well known. We're not looking for really obscure stuff. So comic book nerds flex a little bit, don't flex too much. DC, Justice League, and the Suicide Squad. Marvel, we're looking for the Avengers and the Fantastic Four. And we'll give you about 3 minutes between each of those questions. There's only 4. Question 1.
2 minutes.
2 minutes between each of these questions. Question 1. Most likely to be rich and famous. Again, reasonably well known. Justice League, Suicide Squad, Avengers, Fantastic Four.
4 points, 4 different parts that you need to do.
Ready, go. I hope this makes sense. I'm going to ask some people.
If you're confused, send a message.
Message us, yeah.
So somebody asked, what are the 4 things for each? So for each, you need to have the character or the superhero that would win this award in the Marvel universe, in the DC universe, and then pick one of those, whichever one, if you're like me, whichever one you know, and name their name. And
I'm going to go back just for a moment. So again, we're looking for DC hero, Marvel hero, and then for one of those, for example, for Spider-Man. If you know Spider-Man, say Spider-Man's real name is Peter Parker, and in a movie, he's been played by any of these 3 actors would get you that point. So we're looking for a hero, name of a hero, and actor who played that hero. I hope that makes sense. How are we looking?
It's a little bit confusing, especially if you don't know what DC and Marvel are. So again, we're getting a couple of questions floating in. You want to name the superhero from DC universe and Marvel universe, and then pick one of those and name their real name and the actor or actress that plays that character. Maybe you only know one, and so then you would just tell everything that you can about that one.
It's like she's a teacher.
So we're going to move on to the second one. If there are more questions, keep those coming in.
Keep them coming. I'll check my email here too in a moment. Question 2, final round. Most likely to go green for our nature enthusiasts in the crowd. Most likely to go green. I'm checking my email on my phone. Did you know that? It's pretty cool.
Never email.
No, I'm just gonna say.
Could I also say, if you have not refreshed your submission forms from the beginning, I would go ahead and refresh that before you get everything plugged into it, or have any troubles, because we did go back and correct all of those before.
I'm with Megan. So.
And yes, there is a correctist answer to each of these. You cannot convince us with the other ones. We're the popular vote, like the high school yearbook. So there's always a couple contenders, but usually a clear winner. You know, most athletic.
Most likely to be a teacher. What are we doing? Oh. All right. Final round. Question 3. Most likely to shatter the glass ceiling, not just break, but shatter the glass ceiling.
When this is all over, I can tell you what my clue was for this. It wasn't selected.
We have an order for more witty banter. So we have an order for more witty banter.
From who?
From Divine. We're all out of things to talk about over here.
We've been in quarantine for about 4 weeks, just the two of us with
Just the
our
3 of us.
small toddler who doesn't speak real things yet. That's not true. She's starting to speak some 2 and 3 and 4 word phrases.
The other night,
Daily.
she got lazy and started using gulk gulk for everything. Squirrels were gulk gulk. Broccoli was gulk gulk. Carrots were gulk gulk. Chicken was gulk gulk. 3 of those we had for dinner in the one night, so it's hard to know what she was asking for. And today, something else got added to the list when we were on the walk. Is it chicken? I just said chicken. Something else got added to the list of gulk gulk. Yeah, no, there's some parents of young kids playing tonight.
Poix, where you at?
Where my poix at? That's why we got started right at 7:30, and we were hoping to be done by 9. Sorry, we're a little late on that front, but not by a huge margin. So you know it's bedtime here real soon. All right. Last question, last round. Final question for the night. Question 4: most likely to win Hottest Man Alive award. Not like that, but we're close. So, to my email, we'll put some of those. We'll make like a fun little. You send those? Taking screenshots or something. To my email. I'll put them in the slide here. We can end on that note. All right, strong ending tonight for everyone in store. So stay tuned. I'm going to go back to question 1 just real quick so everyone gets to see these one more time. And then we'll do our tally thing. We'll come back and present the winner really unceremoniously. It's going to be good. So question 1, most likely to be rich and famous. Question 2, most likely to go green. Question 3, most likely to shatter the glass ceiling. And question 4, a final superlative of the night, most likely to win Hottest Man Alive award. Once again, please submit your answers. We'll be back as soon as we have those scored and tallied. Thanks, everyone. See you in a few minutes. Glad we're back. Hi, everybody. We are back to present to you the winners of tonight's trivia. How's our screen doing? Is that looking all right? I moved my computer. We're going to start with the answers, and then we're going to go and present to you the winner. Again, super unceremoniously. It's going to be excellent. All right, for Rich and Famous, DC, Mr. Bruce Wayne, superhero Batman, played since 2000 by Christian Bale, Ben Affleck. We had a Val Kilmer there from one of the groups. He's pre-2000. It didn't make a difference in the final standings, though. Our Marvel Rich and Famous is Iron Man, real name Tony Stark, played by Robert Downey Jr. Question number 2, most likely to go green. DC Universe, we have the Green Lantern, played by Ryan Reynolds. Name of the Green Lantern in that particular movie was Hal Jordan. Would have had to accept up to like a dozen other names, because many have been the Green Lantern. Go green for Marvel is the Hulk, real name Bruce Banner, played since 2000 by Eric Bana, Edward Norton, and by Mark Ruffalo. Any of those would have been good there. So again, looking for the superhero for each of these, and then the name actor for one or the other. Question 3, most likely to shatter the glass ceiling, Wonder Woman and Captain Marvel in their respective universes. Wonder Woman, Princess Diana, Diana Prince, Diana something else. Anything with Diana, got it. Played by Gal Gadot. Captain Marvel, again, in this iteration was Carol Danvers, played by Brie Larson. Would have accepted several other names as well. We had a lot of Black Widow, who is awesome. And this is one of those like contested ones, but Captain Marvel is, I think, awesomer. She's a Wonder Woman equivalent. I mean, she's a comet. Hard to argue with that. Hottest man alive, El Diablo from DC. I think one group had the fire guy from Suicide Squad. Yes, we gave it to you. I think you're the only person to get, or the only group to get the El Diablo correct for question number 4.
Other contenders were Aquaman, which
you're not wrong.
You could definitely argue Jason Momoa is the hottest man alive.
Yeah, you're not wrong. But you know, being the clever last round, it goes to El Diablo. Marvel hottest man alive is the Human Torch. Jonathan Lowell Spencer, more commonly known as Johnny Storm, played since 2000 by both Chris Evans and Michael B. Jordan. Solid lineup. Also, just objectively hot. Question number 3, Meg had a different clue.
So, I don't know how closely anyone follows Brie Larson, but when the movie came out,
Captain Marvel.
When Captain Marvel came out, she was asked by some internet trolls why she wasn't smiling in the movie poster, and the feminist in me really appreciated that. So the question I wanted to put on there was most likely to be told to smile. And all my feminists out there would know that it's going to be a female and Captain Marvel. So Brie Larson shot back by changing all of these movie posters with male superheroes to have creepy smiles and show that superheroes, in fact, do not have to be smiling. So we wanted to leave you with those gems.
All right, last but not least, the big awaited moment, without any pomp or circumstance whatsoever. Never going to quiz you up. You have won the evening. A very, very close scoreboard after round 3. Never going to quiz you up has come out on top with a near perfect final round. Um,
Good work,
Give yourself a
guys.
moment. Thank you so much again for joining us. If you have a chance to do so, if you are able and in a position to do so, any donations to the bucket list would be sincerely appreciated. Again, really good people, really wonderful spot. They take care of us. They've been taking care of us for most of the year. It's our Friday afternoon getaway spot. Go for beer, some time with some good people. So if you can, if you're willing to, anything is appreciated. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great night.
Oh wait, people to host next week. I don't know who any of these teams are except for Islands in the Sky, and we have been hosting members from our team the last 2 weeks. So if someone's willing to host next week, please send out a message on the Whatnot group, or contact Patrick or myself.
Contact me. I can forward
Anyone, it's never going to quiz you up. If there are people from AC and Quito who could do it, or the second or other tied for third place teams, anybody willing to host, please get in touch, and we hope to continue this Wednesday night BLT tradition.
Night,
Thanks
everybody.
for coming, guys. Bye.
We're just going to hang out here for a minute.
Okay.
So